I'm Garry Glenn. We are back. This is Hall County Sports. Well, it was quite a struggle, but quite a win for the North Hall Wrestlers as they took the team trophy recently at the prestigious John Smith Mountaineer Tournament in Dahlonega, and they got a lot of individual gold medals along the way. Taylor Merritt won at 103, Clay Williamson was first at 119, Tyler Kratzer won at 130, Shane Doster was first at 171, and Lee Sisson at 189. They all won first place medals. Now picking up third places were Matt Joy at 112, Tyler Goss at 125, Cody Wilsden at 160, and Alejandro Gonzalez at 285. Cam Howell was fourth at 215. Lots of medals for the Trojans, and last week I dropped in on the North Hall Wrestling practice and spoke with their coach, Jay Hargis.
All right, Jay, off to a pretty good start, coming off a big win at a prestigious tournament, John Smith Mountaineer, and it was pretty tight up there, wasn't it, huh?
It was a little too tight. I actually think we might have come back in the last match to take it away from Lumpkin.
And you only won by what, 2 points?
2 points. So every one of our kids, every single match made a big difference in that one.
The top three teams were all very close, right?
Yes. It was us, Lumpkin, and Pickens right in there. So.
How does that do for your confidence now, knowing that you're wrestling pretty well here, coming back already with a tournament title under your belt?
Well, of course, wrestling has tournaments and duels, right. And we've done very well at our tournaments. We have some experienced wrestlers that are really paying off, and duel-wise, we're still needing to work at it. We've got our area duels coming up, and that's going to be a real challenge for us.
Well, yeah, people don't realize that, and we've tried to say that on this program, that you can have a good dual wrestling tournament wrestling team and maybe not a good tournament team, and vice versa. So right now you're pretty good tournament-wise, huh?
We've been able to prove that. We've been to 3 tournaments and have placed at each of them. So with duels, we've lost some close ones, and we got to make them closer so we can win them.
All right. Well, you got a pretty important dual match coming up with Chesterton, huh?
Yes, we do. It's our alumni night, and it's going to be a close one, we hope. They beat West Hall barely by just one match either way, and I think it could be that way among all our teams.
All right. January 4th, that one here.
Yes, January 4th.
Okay. New weight regulations. So like them, dislike them, don't feel one way or the other about them. I know it has really made kind of juggling your lineup tough at times.
Well, it's just proven not to be working. Georgia's more of a football state. A lot of our team comes right off of the football program, and the way they've got this now set up to where they can only lose weight at a certain amount. Several teams were hit by guys that could not lose weight and start to wrestle in the beginning of the season. And other guys, like our guys, the moment they came off of football, they were a little chubby. And it came off them real quick when we started wrestling, and they dropped weight quicker without trying, and couldn't wrestle because their little weight loss thing said that they couldn't. So it's a program that needs a lot of revamping, or possibly just going back to an idea of weighing in at the mat side is what I think a lot of coaches would prefer.
How about that? Well, that's the way we used to do it back in the dark ages, a long time ago. You probably remember that like I do. You talked about this being a football area, and of course it's always been a very strong basketball area here in Hall County. Football has come on the last several years, good reputation. Now, are you seeing that same thing slowly taking place with wrestling here in the county?
Well, we've definitely have come back as a wrestling program county. Every coach has been here as long as I have, or longer, 3 years or more. And each team's seeing success. East Hall had a first champion over there at the Mountaineer, and Gainesville's programs filled up the roster every weight class, and we're fortunate. We got to jump ahead with some upperclassmen, but Hall County is a tough wrestling area right now.
What about for you? Finally, you're pretty optimistic about your team. Who's doing it for you this year as far as your senior leadership is concerned?
Well, Shane Doster's a returning state placer, and he's working very, very hard. Lee Sisson's doing very well. He's a senior as well. Alejandro Gonzalez and Carson Coker are wrestling off for the heavyweight weight class, even though they're at 215. We've also have at 160 Cody Wilson that's placed at every tournament. We have a couple of underclassmen, Tyler Kratzer that's placed as a champion at the tournaments, and so we're getting some good results out of these guys.
It sounds like you're pretty optimistic about the future here at North Hall.
I am. Our freshman class, we got a lot of the guys that came up from the middle school program, and they're wrestling very well. They filled in. About half of our wrestlers are freshmen.
All right. Well, good luck to the Trojans, Jay.
Thank you.
Now, by the way, Hall County Sports Television will be on hand to tape that January 4th matchup with Chestatee. North Hall and Chestatee will have wrestling for you on the air on January the 13th, beginning at 6 o'clock. That's a Thursday night. And we'll repeat it January the 16th, that following Sunday at 3:30. Well, we talked about girls' championships at Lanier. We go to the boys' hardwood when we return.